it's Nicole. I would love to talk to you today about my births. And I have told my birth story many, many times, believe me. I've been blessed to be in many women's circles and all sorts of scenarios where it's been appropriate to share my birth story, so I have happily done so. Today, I'm not going to talk about what happened, step by step. What I'm going to talk about is what I came away with, because I feel very, very blessed and fortunate. I've been able to harvest again and again and again from my birth story. The tools and the feelings and the intentions and the hormones even, to continue on my journey as a mother, my journey as a woman. I feel very, very blessed with the experiences that I've had, and I by no means take them for granted. And because I am so blessed, I do feel like that puts me in a position of it being possibly beneficial to others to share. So without wanting to hang on a minute. I was just about to offer a whole bunch of disclaimers around sharing my birth story, but I'm not going to, because they're not actually needed. If you've gotten this far, you're probably interested in birth. So I will continue to tell you without having to spell out my rhymes or reasons or articulate, every possible contingency of people that might possibly be upset by somebody sharing their birth story. So, with no further ado, from my births, I came away knowing that I could do anything. Now, that is quite cliched, a thing to say, as is, the time goes so fast. However cliched something is, does it make it any less true? No. I definitely came out of my experiences feeling like I could do fucking anything if I could do that. And thank God that I got those feelings, because I've needed to do almost anything. In my 15 years of mothering, my son is almost 15. In my 15 years of mothering, I've been so fully stretched. It's unfathomable. And so having had those kind of birth experiences has put me in really good stead for surviving the challenges that I've faced, from all sorts of scenarios, from, the kids winding up in hospital to parenting struggles, co-parenting struggles, that might be, and all sorts of various things, friends, teachers, illnesses. And we have been very blessed. Our journey has been easy compared to most. So I'm eternally grateful for that. We've had no serious illness. So I came away from my experiences feeling like I could do absolutely anything. I had a peak of oxytocin release, oxytocin expression. And it is both a hormone and a neurotransmitter, and when it releases in the pulsing style that it does and releases with its full force, that's when you have those experiences that we hear women talk of, where the veils between the worlds lifted and they had a transcendent, absolutely ecstatic experience. And it's so heart-opening, and any woman that gets to experience that in the birth of her children is thoroughly, thoroughly blessed. And I'm one of them. Lucky me. And I came away from my births feeling 100% supported by the universe, because of that transcendent, expansive opening to the spiritual realms that I had during my births. I somehow developed more of a relationship with, the great unknown, my tribe in consciousness, if you will, with life's mystery. I opened and expanded, allowed, and thoroughly received. And the fact that we were so well taken care of feels like that's just so in flow with some energy source so much larger than just myself, or just my darling that was being born. And so that's been really, really helpful as well, as I've faced many other life challenges along the way. And also now, as we're getting older, more and more contact with ill health and indeed loss and death of loved ones. So having this experience of expansion and opening and support from the universe has been really, really lovely and really fantastic. So those are the three main things that I came away from my births with. I can do fucking anything, empowerment, the absolute activation of myself as a mother. I had an incredible love burst, hormonal cocktail, love explosion that also expanded my capacity for loving per se. So you can't argue with that as a definite plus. And I also had an incredible experience of being supported by the universe, which has gone on to bless me as time's gone by. So I feel like one of the luckiest women alive, and I feel that even today, 15 years later, my birth experiences are still informing my being. And if you are approaching birth and you are wondering how much sort of time and space and importance to give your preparation, I would say, give it what you've got, because you will remember those experiences for the rest of your life. They are formative. There is the potential for such expansion within those experiences. So I hope that in some way me sharing my experiences with you has offered you something, even if it's just a reflection on your own experiences. If you've already given birth, I'd love to hear about it. Just reply to the email, like it, share it. You know the drill. Blessings.